Phoenix,
Yes.
if
Yes.
it's about time you're here. My goodness, Phoenix. You
I've
got me on this
been here.
record thing.
We're actually here 12 minutes early. So
12 minutes. No, 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 no. That's not how I understood this to work, Phoenix. I'm this is complicated for me, Felix. It's really complicated. I don't know how this
I understand.
is this thing on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you
Can
hear
you
me?
hear me? Can
Can
you
you
hear
hear me?
me? Yes,
I
I
hear
can.
you. I hear you. Okay. What are we doing?
So we didn't get through our last session because you were distracted a little bit. And so today I want to start out with just kind of rehashing, going over what we didn't get through maybe last time. Um, Maybe talk about your symptoms and what brought you into therapy in the first place. So we did
Do we
discuss that a little bit
Yeah,
last time.
yeah.
Yeah, so maybe go over that a little bit more. Help me understand what it is that you want to accomplish from therapy today.
Well, I don't know what I'm gonna accomplish here with therapy. Things get so complicated, and bothersome. This is, people are always you guys think therapy is the answer to everything and talking about everything, but you know what? We're all a little mad. So I'm not quite sure what this could be as good as it gets. I don't know. What
It could be as good as it
um
gets, but also there's there's ways to grow. Like growth is a thing, right? You've grown
well,
throughout your
you
lifespan.
you you said that, and I don't see any growth since I saw you last, Phoenix.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, then let's work on that. Let's work on your growth. Tell me a little bit about how you want to grow. What is it? What would your growth look like?
I don't know. You're the expert here, Phoenix. I I mean, I don't know. It's a little, things. What does growth look like, Phoenix?
Okay. So
What should I be working on?
what are you doing with your hands right now? What's going on?
Uh, I'm making sure these things are clean. I see a spot here on the camera
Yeah.
that is not, it's causing a lot of complications here. We got to make sure. Can you see me okay?
Um, I can see you when you don't have your hand in front of the camera cleaning it off.
Um, so last time we talked, Phoenix, I said that this you know keeping everything neat and tidy is important. It's important.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you think about keeping things clean often? How often do you think about that?
Well, a good person cleans all day. You have to make sure things are in tip-top shape and in
Mhm.
order.
And so,
Like I have my sanitary napkins, my disinfectants. I keep you know the gloves, you don't touch them again. You use them one time. And I have my pens. Everything's everything's where it's supposed to be. I
mhm.
have here, and why am I not in the center of your screen? We're not centered here. That's probably going to be a problem. We have to fix it. Sit, move to the left,
You
Felix.
want me to move?
Yes.
I mean, you said you weren't in the center.
Well, we have to line up here. We're not lined up
Okay,
here.
let me appease you. Let's line up here. Is that better
Uh,
for you?
yeah,
Does that help?
there we go. Okay. Okay.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Okay, so you said this how you're constantly cleaning and thinking about this. How does this impact your everyday life? Like, are you able to go out in public? You have friends, you hold
Why?
because you said you're spending so much time worrying about being sanitary. So I'm wondering how you have time to do other things. Do you have time to do other things?
I I work. I'm an author. I'm an author. I write.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if everything's in order, We do a good job. Orderly and tidy. Makes good work.
Okay. So how is your personal life? You have friends, you go out?
Friends.
Yeah, friends.
No, the neighbors are there. You know, I have my favorite restaurants, you
Huh?
know, and that's good enough for me.
Okay. And do you go to your restaurant by yourself or do you go with other people?
It's me.
It's you, okay? And do you
People are
seem
not timely. People, if they're not timely and they're not tidy, then I don't have time for that.
and so you're okay with other people preparing your food and bringing you your food? Uh,
No, Carol prepares my food.
okay, Carol. Tell me about Carol.
Yes. She's the waitress. When
Okay.
I'm ready to eat, she's there. She brings me my food. No one else.
Okay, so only you only trust Carol to bring you food, and she's cleanly because you view her as cleanly.
She knows what I want. She knows how I want it, and that's about it. Anybody else in there, I tell them to you can. I don't need that. I have my space. I sit. I wait for Carol. I order my food. She brings me my food. I have my utensils prepared, and I eat
Okay.
every Sunday. Every Sunday.
Okay. Have you ever heard of something called obsessive compulsive disorder?
Haven't we all?
Okay. So is that something that you've looked at and kind
I
of
don't think I'm I don't think I'm compulsive, Phoenix. I don't know that I'm compulsive. Um,
okay. So do you do anything that's like a repetitive behavior?
I don't I repetitive, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Do anything over and over, like maybe use hand sanitizer.
Excuse me, one, two, three, four, five, six.
Okay. So do you
Wait,
count every
excuse
time?
me. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about as far as repetitive behavior. Do you count every
repetitive.
time to six when you do your hand sanitizer every time you pump six times?
Of course, don't we all?
I mean, I can't speak to everybody. I know personally, I don't count when I use hand sanitizer.
Remind me not to eat at your house.
Okay. I do use hand sanitizer, just not six times. So, okay, so you count when you use that. So I would consider that a repetitive behavior. Um, I think that you have symptoms of obsessive compulsive disorder. And you said this has been happening very frequently. And can you tell me, like, when your kind of how when you started feeling you needed to be very cleanly? Has that been something that's more recent, or is that something that's been prevalent throughout your entire life?
That's always, all
Always,
my life, all my life.
right?
My mother was very cleanly. She taught me how to be clean, and ever since, that's the way we do it. That's the way it's done.
Okay. So your mom, did she count when she used sanitizer, did she count to six? Is that where you learned that?
No, she probably should have.
Yeah, yeah.
She
Okay.
probably should have. Yeah, but she
Mhm, mhm. Is your mom still around? You
no,
still have no.
no.
Um, so did she have any kind of mental illness or anyone else in your family have any mental illnesses
Mm,
that
I
you know
don't
of?
think so.
Mhm.
Not that I think. I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. So do you want to stop doing having obsessive thoughts and maybe having repetitive behaviors? Do you want to reduce that, or you're just like, nah, it doesn't matter? What?
I don't know what you mean here. I mean, I came to you, Carol. I've been talking to Carol a lot, and you said if I come back that we could come up with some ideas and plans, but I'm not quite sure what that plan is, Phoenix. I'm not sure what the plan is, Phoenix.
Okay. Well, for obsessive compulsive disorder, there's a therapy called exposure and response therapy. Basically, what I can do is I can teach you to train your attention so that when your obsessive thoughts come, like you feel the need to pump 6 times because you're not feeling like you're in a sanitary environment. I can teach you to reduce those behaviors by first kind of averting your attention, like teaching you how to train your attention. So that's something I would like to do with you, and then gradually work up to exposing you to maybe germs. I know
Germs.
that sounds uncomfortable, right? But
What do you mean?
uh,
How do you do that?
well, we take it in increments. Like I said, we're gonna start with doing attention training because I feel like you need some attention training so that we can stay focused. And then once you learn how to do that, then we can start uh, exposing you in small, safe increments. Like first, maybe pictures of
Well,
germs
uh,
or
you're
um,
making me nervous, Phoenix.
I know it sounds like a lot, but trust me, like with time and exposure, you'll learn how to kind of ignore the thoughts, basically, because if you focus on the thoughts, then you're only going to give them more power. But what I want to do is train you how to like not let those thoughts bother you when they come into your head so that you don't have to act compulsively.
Uh, I'm a little uncomfortable with what you're saying here because this is what keeps everybody safe. This is how I stay healthy.
Mhm.
Um, I'm afraid that this is it's really I mean
I want to teach you other ways to stay safe.
germs. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that.
Mhm.
Um I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know if we're gonna. Okay. Um.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So just, I mean, that's a lot to take in, right? I've just unloaded a lot on you. I gave you a diagnosis of being obsessive
You
compulsive.
told me that I need to have more germs.
You, I didn't exactly say you need to have more germs. I don't want to put you in any kind of environment that will be unsafe, right? I just want you to be able to confront your fears in a safe environment. That way we can work through that and desensitize you or habituate you to um, these kind of behaviors and thoughts so that they don't have the impact that they're having right now. Like you don't have to clean this
Do you see
screen.
that spot there though?
I don't see that spot. Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, do you want to, have these thoughts and behaviors lessen, or you're totally okay with how you are right now?
I don't know how Carol feels about that. I don't.
So how do you feel about that? And why is Carol's opinions important to you?
Because if I can't have Carol there to fix my food, how am I gonna eat on Sundays?
That's what we want to get you into a place where you can actually go out to another restaurant and be okay with someone else preparing your food other than Carol.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
So, what is it about Carol then that makes you feel safe with her preparing your food?
I don't understand the plan, Phoenix.
Well,
I don't know what this plan
we're
is,
gonna
Phoenix.
we're gonna take it in increments. So, do you want to try a technique? for attention training. Do you want to try one now?
Are there germs involved?
No, no. So we're not gonna expose you to germs right away. We're gonna take it slowly, right? First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play multiple sounds, right? I'm gonna play maybe a song, and then I'm gonna have the TV on. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you for like 5 minutes at a time. I'm gonna ask you to pay attention. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this song, and then I'm gonna play the TV, and I'm gonna have you switch your attention to each, right? So I'm going to have both sounds at the same time. And I'm going to tell you, okay, I want you to pay attention to the song. And it probably won't be 5 minutes because the song isn't 5 minutes. But, just for a couple minutes, you listen to that, you keep your attention on that song, even though there's another sound in the background, right? And then I'm going to ask you to switch, and I'm going to ask you to pay attention to the sound of the TV. Okay. And what we're going to do there is it's just going to train you to have your attention switch so that when we start the exposure therapy, you're able to not focus on the uncomfortable feelings or the uncomfortable thoughts, the intrusive thoughts, because now we're going to train you to be able to switch that. Does that sound like something you're interested in?
Tell me what to do, Phoenix.
Okay. You want to just try it out?
I'm gonna try it out because you said so, Phoenix.
All right.
Phoenix, I don't understand. We have to have a plan, and you
Okay.
have to be on time. You have to be on time, and we have to be clean.
Okay. We'll
But
be clean. We're going to be on time. We're going to have a
mhm.
plan. The plan is that we're slowly, with each session, going to build up exposure to the things that cause you to feel a little bit distressed. And by doing so, what we'll do over time is we're going to help you feel less distressed about that. So in the first session, maybe next session, what we'll do is, like I said, we'll do the attention. Um, we'll practice a few times. And then the session after that, maybe we will go and we'll look at pictures of germs, right?
You have to be timely, Phoenix. You have to be timely, Phoenix. And your time is up, Phoenix. Your time is
Okay.
up.
Yeah,
And
I was just gonna listen.
I don't think that this video thing is a good idea. It's not a
Okay.
good idea, but I will if you tidy the office, Phoenix, 'cause I'll be there on time. I'll be there on time next
Okay,
week.
so next week then we can come in person. We'll have hand sanitizer, but we're going to
I
not.
have my own sanitizer. I have my own sanitizer.
Okay. All right. Well, then next time we'll be in person and we
Time's
will.
up. Bye,
All
Phoenix.
right.
Click.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming and talking with me today. And I look forward to seeing you next week
Thank you.
in person.
In person. On
Okay.
time, Phoenix. On time.
Cleanly. All right.